advice can you give people who want to do this more full time and pursue creating their own content without, being told when they could do it?
I would say not to worry about the money so much, because I mean, definitely that feels like the biggest border to entry, that like, oh, if you can't make a living off of this, then you shouldn't be doing it all. And it's it doesn't mean that if you just start on YouTube, you're going to be making a living within a month. It takes a long time to build up a fan base and stuff, but it's more important that if you really want to do it full time, you have to really love what you're doing and focus on that, not so much the paycheck that's coming in every month. And I think you'll find you'll make ends meet one way or the other if you really love what you're doing.
You do have to treat it like a job, which is like the weirdest transition. And you want to make sure that you're making money for at least 6 months, like where it's a big enough paycheck for it to be an actual job, before you make that commitment and be like, oh, I'm gonna be a full-time YouTuber, because
I didn't do that.
Yeah, we want honesty here.
I just jumped right into it. It's scary. But
yeah, it is scary.
Yeah, but you should probably do that.
But what are
easier for up-and-coming YouTubers? I feel like this cat don't.
We want to be honest to them
for a while.
What tips can you give to them?
At least doing it for a while. You can't just be like, I'm going to quit my job.
Kat knows a lot of people in the community as well, so that's where she had like the upper hand, where she'd be okay with doing that.
So what tips can you give people in terms of creating engaging content and stuff people will hopefully share and watch?
I'm still working on that, so.
I know, we all are.
Jimmy's a great example. Know what's entertaining and what's like hot right now. Like the Andrea Wallace, that was a really great steal.
Alexandra.
Whatever.
We don't want to do dishonor to her name.
I'm sorry. The Ching Chong video.
Ching Chong girl.
That one, yeah. Yeah, you can do a number of things. Really, don't just do it if it's just like, oh, this is topical, so I have to do something about this. Hopefully it's something that you want to do tied into something topical. So, if you're out there making small comedy videos, you could do a skit about a movie that's coming out that's going to be big or whatever. But you shouldn't base it solely on what's popular. But
do stuff you like. Like I do music, and I always look at the iTunes charts and see what's selling and what's doing well, and featuring that artist kind of has something to do with it. But there's also been artists that I've featured that weren't popular and then became popular after. So I guess it's kind of hit and miss.
Collaboration is super important to somebody who's just starting off, because they're going to have a little bit of an audience, they're going to have a little bit of an audience, and you can start to share, cross-promote. Like that stuff's really key when you're like first starting out. I mean, it continues to be important, but like you kind of have to have that, I think. Unless you get like lucky with a super viral video, and then you don't really have to do that. But if you're trying to like build an audience, like you got to do that with other people too.
At what point did you decide to do YouTube full time?
Mine was, I think, in 2009. I decided, like, I was getting big enough checks from Google, which was really crazy, and I decided, I'm like, what, I think I can do this full time, and if I really put time and effort towards it, it could be something that pays off in the long run. So yeah, it has, because I'm in LA, so it's crazy.
For me, it was last year, and Megan was actually the person I think who like convinced me to like try to do YouTube full time, because like it was kind of scary to me, and I was like, I don't know if I can do this. I had like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, like trying to decide, and then finally I was just like, I had to just go for this and try, because if I don't, I'll regret it. And I'm so glad that I did it, because it's like the best job. Like I love it. And it's a lot of fun. Yeah,
mine was about sometime last year too, after I think I'd been going for like a month or two, and I was like, all right, I think I can like sustain this, and I think I can keep it going. And since then, like it was really scary to do, because I always was sort of splitting YouTube with acting and doing sort of both at the same time, and sort of slowly it started edging more and more towards YouTube as being my living and my income, and acting was sort of pushed to the side, and finally just became just YouTube. So
people that are just starting YouTube, how can they get noticed and seen? I mean, it's so hard right now.
Streaking is a really good start.
I think it really just depends on, like, are you proud of what you're doing, and are you having a good time doing it? Because if you can laugh at yourself, the odds are someone else is going to find your humor entertaining as well. And I think that's really all you can do, because I mean, front page exposure isn't what it used to be. So probably just making content you like.